If I asked you what would happen if Black Samson was removed from the show, what would you say? I asked myself this very question and realized maybe, just maybe, Samson doesn't offer anything to the show anymore. Actually, did he ever? In order to verify this and see if this is true, I'm going to dive into his role on the team, his powers, backstory, and character design, and come to an answer. Abandoned role. Let's look back at season 1. After the tryouts for the new Guardians, we saw Black Samson finally back on the team. Some time passes and he had his first mission. After the first mission, he does the coolest thing ever. He goes through everyone's mistakes in battle and tells them how they can improve in future battles. He could have been nicer about it, but he doesn't strike me as the type of man who's trying to win a popularity contest. But I digress. This was a great angle for him. He was someone who was experienced. He was part of the previous Guardians of the Globe and seemed competent as a strategist. Where does this show go with this? Nowhere. We rarely see this side pop up anymore, which is why I was shocked when Cecil said this.
Ongoing repeated fuck-ups of monumental proportions.
I thought he was cooking and making everyone better, but clearly not. Throughout the show, his role is pretty much the man who either gives speeches to boost morale or is someone you can lean on. He's there when Robot is doing his thing with Monster Girl. He's there to support Immortal when he spirals because of Kate. But we don't get anything beyond this point. This is such a missed opportunity in my eyes. This role would have made him indispensable to the team. He would not be just another strong guy. He would be the tactical mind of the group. It's unfortunate that they didn't explore this angle further. And that's the crux of my issue with how he's handled as a character. Samson is half-baked and is not evolved further. We see this play out in his storyline. Let's get into his story. He used to have powers and lost them. Got a power suit to compensate, and when Bad Beast took him out, he got his powers back. Okay, tell me more. I would have loved to see why he lost his powers, or at least how they work in order for any of this to be a possibility. This show explained how Viltrumites can fly, so I know it's not beyond them to give me something. It would have given his story more color, but the show does nothing to explain who he is, so you don't fully get his motivations or how he got here. This man lost his powers and didn't give up on being a hero. Why is he so motivated to be a hero? Give me something, please. My glorious King Rex has a backstory about his family selling him to the government. Kate has to deal with a curse from an ancient emperor, and she has a weird relationship with a caveman. Rudy, I will never call you Rex, has the whole deal with stealing Rex's body and regaining his humanity. Shrinking Ray has the relationship with Rex and was questioning being a hero. Bulletproof, boring right now, but I know his storyline from the comic. So I know he needs to be here. Are these the most interesting storylines? I don't know, but it's something. Samson has nothing. Even the story from the comic books about his butler is gone. These type of decisions make me feel like this is intentional. They are sidelining him on purpose and doing nothing, and I mean nothing, to differentiate him, especially when it comes to his powers. He just has super strength. Normally that would be fine, except everyone on the team has that going for them. I'm lying. Everyone has that going for them and more. Monster Girl has super strength, the issue with aging and a cool transformation. The Immortal has super strength, immortality, and flight. Bulletproof has super strength and flight. Rudy, again, I will never call you Rex, is a robot, so super strength is a given. Kate and Rex have enhanced strength according to the comics. Not enough to be called super strength, but you get where I'm going with this. I'm going to say something controversial here, but give him his electric powers back. I know he's going to be a stereotype, but right now, he just seems like a lesser version of everyone on the team. Dude, he doesn't even stand out in terms of character design. First episode, Mark gets his powers and is obsessed with one thing.
Super suits? Am I getting a costume? Do you make dad's costumes?
He's a quick one, this kid.
The show makes it a point that this is important and part of your identity. However, when it comes to Black Samson, his design devolves over time. In the past, he had hair and this cool electric hero look to him. Sick. Then he loses his powers, but he comes back with a cool black exoskeleton with gold-plated details. Also sick. His powers return and there's this. This doesn't look like a superhero suit to me. This looks like what someone would wear underneath their battle suit. It looks so uninspired, especially in such a colorful world. He looks even more bland. They didn't even bother to make his face different. He looks like Titan.
We all look the same to you, hero?
To me, Black Samson represents one of the show's most glaring missed opportunities. What began as a promising setup, and an experienced tactician and former guardian with the potential to be the team's strategic backbone, devolved into generic strong guy who offers little beyond motivational speeches and emotional support. When your entire power set is super strength, in a team where literally everyone else has super strength plus unique abilities, you're not bringing anything special to the table. When your backstory is so thin that the show actively removes elements from the source material, you're not contributing to the narrative. When your costume design becomes progressively more uninspired until you're essentially wearing workout clothes, you're not even fulfilling the basic visual requirements of a superhero. Black Samson is boring.